Hey y'all, Dekumon here and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Last time, we completed the main scenario. That's right, 5.0 is officially in the history books and oh my goodness, that ending still gets me every time I see it. Man, you legit have to feel bad for Emmett Selk. I mean, he was, of course, trying to kill us and, destroy the world, but you still gotta feel for the guy, especially with those last words. And we shall take them to heart. We shall indeed remember Emmett Selk. But it's time to start the Shadowbringers post-story stuff, which means all the 5.0 stuff we gotta do. Now, I am gonna change up how we're doing this slightly compared to the other series. This time, we're going in release order. It's actually really important for a few of these side quest series that we go in release order because some of them lock themselves behind the main scenario if you don't do that fast enough. Talking about the 8-man raid specifically, and the other ones reference certain events that happen in the main story, so we're gonna try and stick to release order as much as possible. And that comes to why I look a little different, and why I'm on a different server, and a class I've never played before for you guys. That's because this is my main character, and we're gonna start with the remaining 3 role quest series for Shadowbringers, because these are important, they're really good stories, and trust me, there is a hell of a payoff at the end. But first things first, there are 3 of these we have to do, and we're gonna start with the physical DPS. And I'm gonna be using this as an excuse to play my machinist, because my machinist is fun. Besides, who doesn't enjoy shooting things every now and then? All of a sudden, Relive Fast Adventure suddenly is the only quest available. Is to come over here, talk to Mr. Lurik, and start No Greater Sport. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be... Yes? I am the one you seek. Yes, of course you are. 'Tis plain from the way you carry yourself. You're just the sort of man I've been looking for. You're perfect. My name is Lurik, and I am a bounty hunter. But not just any bounty hunter, I will have you know. Nay, I am not wont to settle for run-of-the-mill prey. I hunt sin-eaters. Not only that, I've recently set my sights on a particularly notable fiend, one of the 4 cardinal virtues, those infamous instigators of the flood itself. Also, you guys had, at least one of you did, a very interesting theory about the naming scheme of the cardinal virtues. Let's see if it starts to pay off. Naturally, it will take considerable strength and skill to defeat such a formidable eater, and I am not afraid to admit I cannot do it alone. However, with the aid of equally formidable allies, I am confident it can be done. And you, my friend, are exactly the sort of ally I have in mind to recruit. Walk away without a word. Feign interest. I'll feign interest. This guy definitely feels a little green around the gills here, to be honest. Aha! I knew you would be interested. And should the challenge alone be insufficient motivation, know that I have substantial financial resources at my disposal. You will be duly compensated for your service, rest assured. Rich boy. However, as much as I am certain you are the right man for the job, it is only mate that I put your skills to the proof. A simple test should suffice. Pray do not be offended, but you would be shocked how many people present themselves falsely in order to enrich themselves or to impress others. I think I'm looking at one right now. Yeah, exactly. Here we are, our proving grounds. You need only slay a beast if suitable for us to before my very eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally, we require bait to lure one out of hiding. I know, you can be the bait. Oi, my lord, got your package here? My lord? Well done, my good man, and here is your payment. Okay, not only are you apparently, green around the gills, you're a rich boy and nothing else. Oh, the bait in question. Easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and pick it up myself. Rather more efficient as well. Time is money after all. Now then, you need only place it in the open and slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it will take long for something to come hither. whatever it is, I doubt it'll take long for me to kill it either. This is a DPS class after all. Of course, that begs the question, do I remember how to actually play Machinist? It's been a minute. Really? Place it, oh, I guess place it, wait, something will spawn over there, and then I can start shooting. Yep. Let's see how long this thing lasts. Oh, you actually can take a hit. Fine. I'll get some barrel stabilizer going. You wanna see what a freaking boy can really do? Check this out. Wildfire, hypercharge, start shooting. And that's how you play Machinist. Mash all the buttons. Fantastic! I knew I was not wrong about you. Come, let us return to the Crystarium at once. Congratulations on a kill well made, my good man. I dare say this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. Let us commemorate the occasion with a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. Oh, God, oh, wonderful stuff, isn't it? My compliments to the chef. Yeesh. Another helping? No, are you sure? It really is no bother. Oh, very well. More for me. I should like to return to our earlier discussion, that of the virtue I have engaged you to hunt with me. Andrea is her name, and she roams Noveront in the guise of Renda Ray, fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She's a most elusive eater who has been sighted in every corner of the realm. Though her movements are unpredictable, she's often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. Me has a sneaking suspicion you're related to her somehow. I can well imagine the question forming in your head. Why not leave it be? Well, if anything, is she not aiding local communities after fashion? Alas, no, for the beasts she slays rise anew as eaters, which pose even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin-eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Noverant. Only you and I can stop her. So she was a warrior of light. Didn't the warriors of light save the world? Yeah, so she was a warrior of light. I feel like I've heard this story before. Huh, what an odd thing to ask, but never mind all that. Whether or not they were heroes or villains or whatever 100 years ago doesn't matter to me. The simple truth is, Renda Ray was the greatest hunter who ever lived, and beating her at her own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? Okay, maybe not related. Maybe you literally just trying to do this for the renown and fame. And regardless of what the Warriors of Light were before they became Sin-Eaters, that's what they are now. So we'd be doing folks a favor by killing one. Well, what say you, friend? Will you hunt Andrea with me? With pleasure. I hope I live to regret this. Nah, I've taken on one cardinal sin already. What's another? So begins our formal partnership. Oh, I can see it now. You and me in the heat of battle, fighting side by side. The picture of courage and camaraderie. It's going to be grand. Naturally, it will take us time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and inexplicable ways, particularly powerful ones like Andrea. I've been doing my best to get inside her head, to think like a hunter, but it is easier said than done. Anyway, as soon as I have determined where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. Well, I'm sure you'll be informing me very shortly. Oh, is the reward lacking? Yeah, I got absolutely nothing. My apologies. Next time I will see that you receive rather more substantial compensation. Somehow I doubt that, but sure. Vengeance in defeat. Oh, God, you're back already. Like, it hasn't even been like 3 seconds. Wait, it's you. It's really you. You actually came. Are you surprised? Why? I mean, never mind. You're here to hunt Andrea with me, yes? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? And wouldn't you know it, one of my hirelings should be returning with new information any moment now. Hirelings, huh?
Greetings, my lord. I am pleased to report that Andrea was recently sighted in Amarang, in the vicinity of Samuel's backbone, it would seem. Apparently, there was a right vicious spider what was giving folks trouble, and now that it's been turned, it's about a dozen times worse. They'd be grateful for any assistance.
Sounds like that should be priority 1. I see.
Well done, my friend. Your payment as promised.
How rich are you, my man? It's the second underling you've hired in front of me. Why bother going out about pestering the small folk for news when you can employ others to do it for you? The better to devote our precious time to rather more important matters, I say. And owing to my winning strategy, we may now depart for Amarang and the delightfully named Samuel's Backbone, for in pursuing the spider, we may yet find its maker. Alright, I guess that's the plan. Like I said, that spider's gotta go first. Of course, when I get to Mord Soak, is a frickin' sandstorm going on. This is certainly the place. I gather those bones once belonged to dear Samuel, but I see no troublesome arachnid. It being a rather large desert, I had considered hiring a few trackers to hasten our search, but I've yet to spy a place where such individuals might congregate. Pity. Bah, nothing for it but to roll up our proverbial sleeves and do the dirty work ourselves. We shall split up and search the sands for this sea-eater spider. Whoever finds it first may have the honor of slaying it themselves. And should we not find it, well, after we both have searched for a suitable length of time, I say we meet back here. Let the hunt begin. I'm gonna find him tied up by this thing before the end of this, aren't I? I done see the purple smoke. That's a good sign. Suppose that means we're gonna be running into a sin eater here shortly. You survey the surrounding sands, but find no trace of the spider you seek. Ah, the purple smoke has lied to me. Oh, there you are. I found you. And how about a big old drill right in the face? Ooh, that did good damage. Ooh, excuse me. Here, how about some fire? He's not standing in it, is he? No, he is standing in it. He's taking that. How about some air anchor? Oh, that did good damage. That was not a problem at all. I'm back at the meeting place. My partner is nowhere to be seen. Where you at, buddy? Did you get lost? Oh, crap. There she is. Andrea. She looks the same as the first one. Pale ass skin, red eyes, and trigger in the echo. Whoa. Now that's a beastie. Holy cow, look at the rack on that thing.
There she is. The Scourge of Norvrant, the Devourer of Souls. Balam quits. We bring this mark down, they'll be singing ballads about us till the end of time. Never mind the king's bounty. Hells, we could buy ourselves a couple of castles apiece. Flanking maneuver, as discussed. Wait for my signal, then we'll strike as one.
Let me guess, this is where she meets Artbert. Uh-oh, I think Beastie knows. Yep.
Damn it, she's on to us. Don't panic, we planned for this. We'll act as decoys while Renderay brings it down. Go, go! Wait, not yet! There's no need to rush this.
And they rushed it. The size difference.
Sod it! Oh, he's so headstrong.
The hell was that? Ah, no, sonic attack.
Back of me, my head. I can't.
Oh, and they're dead. I see a massive power gap here we're gonna have to deal with. You are definitely not strong. She barely even's like, I don't care.
No. No! Come back here! Finish it, you bloody bastard! Finish me!
Yep.
I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. I'll not let it end like this. I promise. I'll kill that goddamn beast if it's the last thing I do.
Yeah, but you gotta get a heck of a lot stronger first. And she's gone. You know, we're very lucky that the Sin Eaters don't take the opportunity to shoot us in the face when we're, echoed out like that. Hey, what was that just now? I've had headaches before, but the way you were thrashing about wasn't like anything I've ever felt. Short answer is I basically got to see inside her head.
By the gods. And I thought we were lucky just to catch a glimpse of Andrea. But you're also telling me you were granted a vision of her past with this power of yours? Though, 2 warriors killed while hunting a great horned beast. A beast their surviving companion vows to slay in revenge. I have heard this tale before, I know it.
Come on.
It is a common enough sort of tale, I suppose. And regardless, she's gone. Come, let us return to the Crystarium and celebrate your accomplishment.
Not how I expected that to go, but alright. Oh my god, he's got another spread out for us.
The table is set, and so I bid you raise a glass with me, that together we might toast your spectacular accomplishment.
Not sure if this is worse than Giyot and the drinking, but This dumb fool's liable to stuff himself silly.
There's really nothing like a hearty meal after a job well done. Drink up, my friend, drink up.
Ugh. Oh, god dang it. I skipped that by mistake, I'm sorry.
It occurs to me, my good man, that I have yet to ask you your name. So quickly did we forge our friendship that I hardly noticed until now.
It is still Dekumon, which other character I am.
Dekumon Tia. Reek and Dekumon. Yes, I rather like the sound of that. Reek and Dekumon, the daring duo. The brave bounty hunters, the scourge of Sin Eaters. Once we have slain Andrea, not a soul in Novrant will not know our names. They shall ring out all across the realm. But I should dwell over much on the victory before the struggle. A wise hunter is prepared and patient. 'Twould be prudent to send double, nay triple the agents afield to seek out promising new leads.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a gillionaire. Yeah, no kidding.
You sure it's wise to spend your money so freely?
Yeah. Plenty other hunters don't need this many bodies for the legwork.
Worried about the budget for our brave endeavor? Well, don't be. I am prepared to fund our activities as needed. No expense shall be spared. None whatsoever.
It's your money to waste, I suppose. Clearly you have more than enough of it to go around. He says, sitting with 4.7 million in his pocket. Freedom from privilege. Oh, he is a spoiled rich boy.
There he is, Dekumon, come to rejoin his bosom companion in the great hunt.
I haven't moved, man.
It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a sighting of Andrea on Colusia. The fiend has transformed yet another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so, it falls to Reek and Dekumon to slay the newborn eater and continue their pursuit of Novrant's most notorious virtue, to Colusia and to glory.
Well, to Colusia at least. I don't know how much glory we're gonna get out of this.
Let us burk no further delay and commence our search, separately as before, Namarang. If you catch the eater first, I grant you leave to kill it without me. I trust you will not be disappointed if the reverse were to occur. Surely not, surely not! I myself will be most put out if I happen to lose to you a second time. And so, on that note, may the best hunter win.
Do you even know how to use that bow? I've yet to even seen you pull it once.
Well, is the first one gonna be a fake again? You survey your surroundings, but find no trace of the bear you seek. Yep, it's another fake. Of course it is. Well, despite looking far and wide, you fail to find any trace of the bear you seek.
Perhaps Lurik was indeed the better hunter this day. Wait, are you actually expecting me to believe that this wasn't just bluster? That he actually managed to take on the bear? It seems as though if he did take on the bear, he had a lot of help. It's a lot of extra bodies here. Hate to say it, Dekumon, but it seems we're late to the party. Landbrid and his mates slew the bear before we could. Oh, they're not affiliated with you? So it's true then. You've cast your lot in with the boy. You poor daft sod. But I don't understand. The Eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned of it and gotten here before we did? Well, see, that's the problem with relying on hired help. They're loyal to your coin, not you. And you're not the only one willing to open his purse. Oh no, I am in the middle of a spoiled rich fight. Criminally. This is not where I want to be. But, more importantly, Reek, what's this I hear about you hunting Andrea? With help, I mean, rather than all by your lonesome. I've a distinct memory of you storming off in a huff, saying you didn't need me or anyone else to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Do as you like. Help her know you've no chance of beating me to the prize, because unlike you, I'm not all talk, and neither are me mates. Speaking of mates, how much did it cost you to buy his friendship? Do tell. Oh god, piss off, Landbrid. Why are you still here? You got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more carefully, sinner. When it all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn ya. Okay, I'm starting to see the picture here now. Someone's out to prove themselves. You have questions, I'm sure. As you may have surmised, Landbrid was once a comrade of mine. I took him into my service that we might hone our skills battling Sin Eaters in preparation for facing Andrea. However, I soon came to see that he was not at all that capable of a hunter, and so I dissolved our working relationship. Unfortunately, he did not take it in stride, and instead resolved to recruit new companions that he might beat me at my own game. It would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late, so much so that I fear we can no longer afford to dedicate time to tracking lesser eaters and must devote our undivided attention to the pursuit of Andrea. As such, we should be getting back to the Crystarium, but before we depart, I have one other matter to attend to in Yormore. If I might trouble you to accompany me. But of course you will. I'll just be off. Sure. I mean, technically at this point in the story, I shouldn't be allowed into Yormore, but alright. Oh, lovely. Thankfully, even when story-wise I should be barred from Yormore, you're still pretty much free to come and go as you please. You just can't, use the ether right, story-wise. Those are his parents. I'm putting $5 on that. Those are his parents. Dekumon, allow me to introduce you to my father and mother. Called it. Father, this is my traveling companion and dear friend, Dekumon. He and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly Sin Eater. Indeed, I cannot overstate how terribly dangerous this eater is, that to pursue it is to court death itself. However, when we at last triumph over the fiend, all of Novran shall sing our praises. Won't that be wonderful, Father? So long as you do not sully our good name, you're free to hunt whatever core you desire. I can do without all the petty details. Wow. I guess this is what living in Yormore does to the average citizen. Then, how much do you require this time? Out with it. No, never mind. Just give the boy my coin purse, would you? I'm sure it will suffice for his trivial pursuits. That is why you're here, is it not? Another handout? Don't play coy. You've never been any good at it. Oof. Okay, I already do not like this guy. I really do not. I honestly don't know why I came here. Keep your coin, Father. We're leaving Dekumon right now. Forgive me, Dekumon, but I would forego the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I am a free citizen of Yulmore. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I have enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. There are much better reasons to get out of that city and become a bounty hunter than just being bored. But, well, at least you got out. I am no fool, though. I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. You think? The people here know what Yulmore is like. I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though, and so I thought it best to bring you into my confidence. I pray you refrain from telling others. Now then, since Lambert has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refuse Father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct the search by ourselves, like actual bounty hunters would. Moreover, I'm rather embarrassed to admit that I can pay you only a token sum at this time, but I trust that will not deter you from joining me anon. I was never in this for the gil. I don't know. I'll have to think on it. No. I was never in this for the money, man. You should know that. Really? I mean, of course you weren't. Perish the thought. The Hunter's Legacy. This is probably where we're gonna get to see her meet Artbert. Dekumon, my friend! Like the gods, you're here. Ever since we parted ways, I've been exhausting myself running all over the Crystarium, questioning anyone and everyone, hoping someone might have seen Andrea. But alas... Only the Crystarium? Has anyone gone outside even for a bit? The people of the Crystarium are probably not the ones you need to be questioning. Well, of course. Surely this is the limit of what a man with meager financial resources can accomplish. Oh, you idiot. But never mind all that. For it has recently dawned on me that the vision you beheld of Rendere's past could hold the clues for what we have been desperately searching. When you first described it to me, I felt as though I had heard it before. And I had! My witness had told me the exact same story when I was still a boy. 'Twas a tale of courageous hunter who together with their comrades embarked on a quest to slay a notorious mark, a great horned beast. They came upon their quarry in a desert and there attempted to lay it low. Alas, the beast had a singular strength and the hunter a fatal weakness. And so in the ensuing struggle, her comrades were killed, leaving her the sole survivor to swear vengeance. Would you not agree that your vision is a perfect match for this tale? Yes, it is. Then there can be no doubt. Rendere is the celebrated hunter, the hero I so admired in my childhood. After that tragic day, the hunter resolved not to rely upon others and instead slew the beast by herself. She somehow found a way to compensate for her weakness. I suspect that story is not telling the whole truth. Anyway, my recollection of the tale is likely riddled with errors. We should ask Miss Olvara to recount it in full. She was a bounty hunter herself before she entered into our service, you know. Also, in light of all this, I should share with you an interesting theory concerning all the virtues I heard from a fellow hunter. Apparently, each appears to be driven by particular memories, moments that forever changed each of those fallen heroes. I wonder if that line is in the original version of this quest before you complete any of the others. Makes sense, doesn't it? Rendere being a hunter of notorious marks in life and in death. I don't know why it never occurred to me before. But if that is indeed the reason for why she behaves as she does, then the more we learn about Rendere's adventures, the better our chances of predicting where she'll turn up. All the more reason to go and see my former wet nurse. Miss Olvara lives in Gatetown on Calusia. Let us be off then. Back to Yulmore. Lovely. Of course, this is, pre-Vothri freakout Gatetown. Dekumon, this is Miss Olvara, the wet nurse who raised me for practically the entirety of my childhood. She was bonded to my family and lived with us in the city at the time, but when I came of age, she was forced to leave.
My, you've grown into such a strapping young man. But I can't imagine you came to Gatetown just to pay me a visit, my little week.
Not in front of him, if you please. But to answer your question, we did in fact come to see you. There were stories you told me as a child of a courageous hunter. Was that hunter perchance the warrior of light, Rent-A-Ray?
Of all the reasons you could have had. Aye, those lessons were Rent-A-Ray, the greatest bounty hunter of her day, the legend so many aspired to become. Less so after the flood, of course. It was so fresh in everyone's mind when I was younger, and for all the good they had done in life, none could deny the chaos they sowed in death, as Sini does. But despite all of that, me and my mates still looked up to her. We knew all her feats and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might inspire future generations as she had ours. So, years and years later, when you wanted to hear tales of adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my heart. I only wish I hadn't had to change all the names.
So then it's true. The hero I looked up to as a child, whose tales of daring do drove me to take up the bow as you had, to pester you for training that I might become a bounty hunter. It was her. Miss Olvara, Dekumon and I are hunting Andrea, and we believe that one of the stories you shared with me may help guide our search. Namely, the one about the great horned beast that killed her friends. Will you tell it to me again?
Wicked White, is that? Oh, my little weak. Very well. Even as a young hunter, Rent-A-Ray's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track a quarry through a forest by the most minute sounds of their passing, from miles away even by some accounts. Even the most subtle and stealthy beast never eluded her for long. A misplaced foot, a snapped branch, eventually Rent-A-Ray would know, and her aim was always good and true. As she grew older and honed her skills further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She became a hunter of notorious marks, and together with her comrades earned fame and fortune.
And then she came across the beastie she couldn't take on.
As their reputation swelled, so too did their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice, and so they resolved to hunt the Scourge of Norvrand, the Devourer of Souls, Balam Queets. But what Rent-A-Ray did not realize was that her greatest strength would prove her undoing, for when she faced Balam Queets, the beast roared with such force that it brought her to her knees. Helpless, she could only watch as it claimed the lives of her beloved comrades and fled.
Ah, that's why only she was affected by the roar. Super sensitive ears.
After burying the hunters and vowing that she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. She met Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light, and for a time she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventures. To them, she was a breath of fresh air, a vibrant young woman who savored every moment and found joy in the simple pleasures. They knew not of her fallen friends, or had a death's weight heavy upon her still. The party wandered the realm, performing many great deeds and growing ever stronger, as did Rent-A-Ray. While in Calusia, she even devised a means to defend against the powerful roar that had been her downfall that fateful day. And then, while engaged in an adventure in Raktika, a rumor reached Rent-A-Ray's ears. Balam Queets, Scourge of Norvrand, Devourer of Souls, had been spotted wandering the city of swamps. 'Twas a golden opportunity, but to seize it would be to face the beast alone. She could not wait for Ardbert and the others, nor could she ask that they forsake their sworn duty. But perhaps it was just as well, for the memory of her defeat still haunted her. The courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart, the fear of losing her new companions as she had her old. So it was that Rent-A-Ray ventured forth in secret, resolved to slay her hated foe, Balam Queets, alone. And with all her strength and guile, the legendary hunter did just that.
Little short on details in the important part, lady.
Vengeance claimed, she rejoined Ardbert and the others, and never spoke of the terrible battle twixt her and the dread beast. From that day forward, she was Rent-A-Ray, the warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her comrades would be celebrated forevermore.
At least until the flood. It's strange to think that the woman I admired when I was young would become the Sinita I swore to slay. Let's talk about irony.
what she became doesn't change who she was. Even if the tales were a little embellished over the years, they were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me. And to you, I hope.
Thank you, Miss Olivia, for everything. I promise I will visit you again soon. So, Dekumon, remember that theory I told you about the virtues being driven by powerful memories? If Andrea is reenacting the journey leading up to her confrontation with Balamquitz, the one that took her from Amarang to Calusia, then her next destination must be... The Raktika Greatwood, yeah. That should be where she's headed next. Right! That was where she laid low the beast at last, in the City of Swamps to be precise. And so that is where we shall go. Let us away!
Now, listen, Reek. There's an awful lot of people don't know about Renderay, or the world for that matter. So wherever you go and whatever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Don't just accept what others tell you as good and true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself. And be safe.
Good advice. Good advice.
Dekumon, was it? It is such a pleasure to meet a friend of Reek's. His parents never hesitated to provide him with all the wealth and opportunities they could. But when it came to love and support, well, all I can say is that a miracle that boy turned out as well as he did.
I kinda noticed they are exceedingly neglectful.
One can never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I should think.
Don't worry, I have plenty of friends and support. I see the pattern holds still. 76 as a duty calls. When I was little, Miss Olvera seemed so much bigger and stronger than me. Though, to be perfectly honest, the way she carries herself even now bespeaks a confidence I cannot help but envy. But never mind that. We have a virtue to hunt. Let us commence our search at once. And keep your weapons at the ready, my friend. I am ready to go. My ammo box doubles as a flashlight, it seems. Uh-oh. There she is. About time our luck took a turn for the better. There she is. She doesn't give a rat's ass about us unless we actually attack her, oh. Oh, echo time first. What? Now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me! No, I'm pretty sure I'm about to play as her. Yep. It's time for me to see how this battle actually went.
I wish you were all here with me, but I know it's better that you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard, and this time, I'm ready for your tricks.
Ho 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 ho. Big kitty! Alright, here we go. In the coming battle, you will fight as Renderay. Let's see what she's got. I've got heavy shot, standard attack. Acidic bite, that's my dot. I've got a self-heal, which has a 30-second cooldown, which I accidentally clicked on. I've got an off global cooldown I should be using as much as possible. And I've got an interrupt. Alright. That all looks beautiful. Let me just make sure, just in case there are any ads or anything. Alright. Let's go! Alright, dots first, as always. Get my OGCD on. Just lay into the beastie while I can. We're not gonna get this. Woohoo! Nope! I'm onto your... Oh no, no you don't. Thunk. So that's the trick to dealing with the roar. Just thunk him in the face with an arrow. Mortal Blast. That doesn't sound good. Ow, that's smarted. Heal me. Self-heals. God, I love self-heals. Oh, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a while. Yeah, I do kind of wish that the role-playing gave you one or two more skills to play with. No, just 1 or 2 more would be nice. Be fresh dot. Oh, no, you don't. You know, he's probably gonna stun us the next time beforehand or something, right? I can't imagine this going as easy as it is. Oop. Ow. I did not see that AoE fast enough. Dots, dots. No, 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 no. Noble Land Blaster. Not this time, buddy. Oh, that's cute. Wasn't your fault, Randall Ray. No! Nope. Fresh dot this time. A little early, so it's not falling off. I need to heal here. There goes my Vuln stack, finally. This is a long slog. Ah, here comes Immortal Blast again. Can't do anything about that hit. Then get my heal back. Uh-oh. Oh no, no, not a split damage. But I'm all alone! Ow! That's my HP down to 1. Oh, goddamn. There you guys are! I knew that she didn't do this alone. Oh, hey, thanks for the cover. Just you two, huh? Oh, no, Lamit's here too. And Nobert, wow, the whole crew's here. All right, now we've got us a fight. Oh, Silva's here too. All 6, huh? Oh no, he's gonna get stronger, isn't he? Yeah. Oh no! He just got a huge defense boost. About that. Do we just have to beat him through it? Come on, guys, get closer. Pretend you like each other. Man, he's gonna make us work for this last quarter. Get close! Get close! We are literally having to work for this. %. Oh, he's changed it up. Oh no, you don't. No roars, buddy. Keep our dots going. He is literally gonna make us fight through this big defense buff. Oh, okay. I see a couple spots I can stand safely. Ooh, that felt a little laggy there. Watching my party members do the little laggy disco. Oh, thank you. There's Mortal Blast again. I can't silence that one. I can only silence the roar. You gotta be kidding me. Oh. A power boost! Yes, we needed a power boost. On 5%. 4, 3, a 2, a 1. Come on, there it is. Whoo! Man, that fight was a slog. Big beastie down. And Story was wrong, she didn't do it alone. That is the lesson learned. Heh, tough old bugger. Everyone all right? God, I already forgot what voice I gave Arbert.
Albert, I don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry for trying to go it alone. And why, pray tell, did you even try to do something so foolish? If we'd been here from the first, it wouldn't have been anything even approaching a challenge.
So this is pre-limits banishing. She's got her helmet on.
Back in the day, I was a bounty hunter. I've told you that much, but I haven't told you about my old partners. Together, we tracked and claimed countless notorious marks throughout Novrand. We were the best in the business. Everyone knew our names and our reputation. They called us legends. And somewhere along the line, we started to believe it too. And then we set our sights on Balam Quits.
And they died.
I survived. They didn't. I swore vengeance, but had no idea how to go about pursuing it. Then I met you lot, and thought that maybe with your help, I might just have a fighting chance. So you see, I never intended to keep it all a secret. It's just, you never asked. And since I'd rather not talk about it. Easy to live in the moment, you know. The next town, the next job. The weeks flew by, and after a time, I started having second thoughts.
She didn't want to lose you.
I'd lost those closest to me before. I didn't want to live through that again.
Are we or are we not comrades?
Through thick and thin. These bonds of fellowship between us must come before all else. Otherwise, they may as not well exist. You say you thought of losing us pained you. What of our feelings? What of our loss? What if we had not arrived when we did? You saved the lives more times than I count. How dare you refuse to let us do the same? And without those keen ears of yours, I'll never know what bollocks Brandon and Nilbert are whispering about behind my back. And ignorance is not bliss, let me tell you. Ah, the monster was causing the rain. Interesting. This one's worth a fortune, and fame besides. I'll wager we won't have to pay for our drinks when we get back into town. Oh, gods, not another night to remember. Don't you worry your pretty head over our fearlessly just questionable constitution. Take pride in the victory, for the small folk will sleep easy once they hear of Balam Quits' demise, until Albert's drunken snoring wakes them from their slumber. And on that note, I think it's time we quit this place. And Rent-A-Ray, I trust that the next time you decide to hunt deadly game, you'll do us the courtesy of extending us an invitation. And there I thought I was doing you a favor by keeping you out of my personal affairs, selfish as I was. Oh, fine. But if you go and die on me, I'll pay a necromancer to raise you from the dead so I can kill you out of spite. Agreed. Now then, mind cutting off whatever it is you need to take back as proof of the kill? I don't want to lose our reward on a technicality. I mean, them big-ass horns are undeniable proof. Oh, where'd that come from? Another crystal of light. Such a fine crystal. Why not hold on to it as a memento of this occasion?
Is that the only instance Silva contributed to that conversation? Wake up, damn you. Hello? You missed the fight again? What's wrong with you, huh? It's the second time your so-called gift has cost us a chance at slaying Andrea. You know what? I've had enough. Enough, I say. Yes, I don't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of hunting the Sin-Eater on my own. Yeah, I severely doubt that. Good luck with that. It's past time I told you to piss off. Yeah, good luck with that, my man. I've yet to see you actually kill anything. At least Gio could take out a few eaters. Upon our return to Gate Town, you will be given your final payment, and we will be free to go our separate ways. Back here with the old lady. Honestly, I don't know why I ever placed my faith in you. You are such a disappointment. Consider this the formal dissolution of our partnership. Let none ever again speak the names Reek and Dekumon in the same breath. Yes, never again. And with that, I bid you good day.
Sheesh. When he was little, Reek's parents punished him for a time for withholding his allowance. Without money to lavish on his friends, he soon found that many were only drawn to him by his wealth. I dare say he feared you would abandon him as they did, and decided to push you away first. I'm not trying to make excuses for what he said. I only hope you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Take some time to think it over, then come and see me. Oh, and take this for your troubles.
That's alright. Fellowship restored. Yeah, this was gonna be a short sundering.
I'm sure a talented man like yourself is needed all over the realm, and so I thank you for sparing a moment to hear me out. Since you two parted ways, Reek has come to visit me several times. Though he is blessedly in good health, I worry for his spirits. I think you may have been the only friend he has had for some time. I considered journeying to the Crystarium myself to look in on him, but I find travel rather difficult these days. If you would go in my stead, it would put my heart at ease.
I can do that. Poor guy's probably gone into depression. Not in his usual spot, at least. Well, Giad is still here in her usual spot. Lurik's customary seat is empty, and there's nothing to suggest he's occupied it recently. Perhaps someone will have noticed his passing. Or a few someones, apparently, because I just got all 3 quest markers popping up here. It's okay.
Looking for Master Reek, are we? I dare say you're the only one. Word is, Mummy and Daddy cut him off, so there's no point pretending to like the little shite anymore. Last I saw him, he was moping about like someone had shot his Amato. I'm sure he'll turn up eventually.
Sheesh. The bartenders were supposed to be friendly.
Galusia, right? You're Ludwig's partner. I was with Landbird, remember? Well, it was, I ought to stress. Because after we left you, we headed straight to Raktika. We'd heard a rumor Andrea was there, and Landbird wanted to strike while the iron was hot. By the time we realized we were overmatched, it was too late. I saw Landbird fall, and when the Eater set her sights on the others, I fled. Call me a coward if you like, but my cowardice saved my life. Look at White, I still remember looking back as I ran, and seeing Landbird rise to his feet. I told everyone what had happened, to warn them off the hunt. Some listened, but a few bloody fools took up their weapons and joined the hunt. Glory-hungry imbeciles, and not a one of them has returned. Didn't expect Lou Reek to be one of them neither. I remember thinking it odd, especially when I saw him leave for Praktika alone. You're meeting him there, I presume. Good luck, friend, for I have no doubt you're going to your doom.
Oh shit. You're kidding. He went alone to try and take on Andrea?
God dang, you crazy son of a bitch.
Okay, I know there was a third marker around here. There you are. Got right at the edge, too. Lurik, the Mistle Lordling. If he ain't sat at his usual table, then I have no idea where else to look. You know, if I get the crucial information, can we just advance the quest? Seriously, I shouldn't have to talk to the third person that literally says I have no idea. Ah, crap. Well, okay. He looks despondent, but alive. And alive is at least a good sign. Although he does look, oh, okay. I was worried he was looking a little listless there for a second. Afraid he might have started turning. Dekumon, why are you here? Don't tell me you came for me. I did, man. It's terrible. It's horrible. Andrea, she's surprisingly hot. Oh, god dang it. Echo again? Gonna watch Andrea kill off all the other hunters. Grenderay, if aught of you remains, then hearken to my words. I have come to lay your soul to rest, alone, as you yourself faced Balam Quits a century ago on this very ground. Ah, crap. We never told him! We never told him! Jeez. Yeah, not alone. Landbird! Oh, gods, no! Actually, yes. This is a perfect opportunity to get a little karmic justice and... Oh, that's far too many of them. Yep, this is where I die. Interesting. She turned them all into human form eaters too. They didn't rise as like the lesser malformed ones. Don't tell me. You beheld a vision of my past just now, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and can I please tell you that she didn't do the fight alone now? Hi, I thought as much. Wasn't but a moment ago that I confronted them. Awfully useful, that trick of yours. But I can't understand why you kept using it every time we ran into Andrea. It's involuntary. I can't control when it happens. Believe me, I was just as surprised as you were, yeah. I seriously cannot turn this thing on and off. I wish I could. Huh? So it wasn't something you did deliberately. Good to know. Anyway, unintentional or not, at least I won't have to convince you of what I saw. She's turned Lambert and those other hunters into sin eaters like herself. A Humaxman, a Gulgent swordsman, a dwarven healer, and an elven mage. Looked awfully familiar, didn't it? Mm-hmm. She's rebuilding her fellowship. She's remaking the Warriors of Light. But for the life of me, I can't understand why. I mean, I understand why she came here in the first place. She's reliving the hunt for Balam Quits. But Grenderay slew the beast by herself. The stories were clear about that. The stories were wrong. She got help. What? They were there too? Then the stories were wrong. Oh. God struck me down, I've been such a fool. Why did I ever think I could do this alone? I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me for all the things I said, Dekumon. I've regretted my behavior ever since the day we parted ways. It was stupid and nonsensical and utterly pointless. I'm not sure I could even tell you why I did what I did. It's fine. Water under the bridge. No. I understand. You've had yourself an odd upbringing, I'm sure. Thank you, my friend. I hope it is all right if I call you that again. Good. Now, let's figure out how to deal with Andrea. Right then. Andrea should be around here somewhere. Still on the hunt for Balam Quits, I expect. Not that she'll ever find it. No doubt Lambert and the others are with her too. He and I may have had our differences, but I don't wish that fate on my worst enemy. He deserves to be laid to rest. They all do. Brenda Ray most of all. She is my hero. And if I have to kill her to save her soul, then so be it. Pretty sure her soul is fine, it's just her body that's wandering around. But this is too much for even the best hunter to handle alone. And I am far from the best. The only way to see this through is together. You and me, my friend. What say you? I say bring her on. Ha! I asked for a word and you give me a nod. Fair enough. Before we resume the hunt in earnest, though, let us return to Gate Town and let Miss Olvara know all is well. After all, you wouldn't have come unless she sent you. That is true. She did. And she's probably worried sick about you.
Dekumon, what a pleasure it is to see you again. And in the company of little Reek, no less. Am I right in assuming you've patched things up?
I should like to think so, yes. And it's all thanks to you. Had you not implored him to give me another chance, I might well still be sitting alone in the swamps, dwelling on my myriad failings. And you, my friend, I know not why you sought her out on your own, but I am glad that you did. Miss Olvara is perhaps the only person who truly cares for my well-being, but she has no one to look after her.
Oh, don't be silly, Reek. I have you, don't I? And before you start blabbering about how you wish you could properly reward Dekumon, as I can tell you're about to, know that I've prepared a hearty meal just for him.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you. Nevertheless, I shall see both you two duly compensated once we have claimed the bounty for Andrea. And claim it we shall, for united, Reek and Dekumon are unstoppable, is what I would like to say, but I know my own limitations better than anyone. It would be prudent to make proper preparations at this juncture. You too should see to it that you're ready for the struggle ahead. It will be a mighty one indeed, but one well worth the effort, my friend. Oh yes, one final quest. Courage born of fear. Dekumon, my friend, my partner. I trust you are ready. Good, good. That is very good indeed. But before we depart to face Andrea for what I pray is the final time, I have a confession to make. I have no idea how to use this bow on my back. I may have been somewhat misleading when I intimated the tremendousness of my martial prowess. In truth, it rather pales in comparison to yours. Uh-huh. Do tell. Yeah, it was kind of obvious from the get-go, my man. You must be terribly crestfallen, I am sure. It is my deepest regret that I allowed you to labor under the misapprehension that we were equals for so long. In my defense, I must say that when I realized what an exceedingly powerful warrior you truly are, I was dumbstruck. I struggled to conceive of how even to broach the subject. Furthermore, I must admit that great majority, nay, all of our efforts to hone our skills in preparation for the battle to come, have been entirely for my benefit, that the disparity between us might not be so readily apparent. To think that my insecurity drove me to postpone this fateful day for so long. In my cowardice, I allowed Andrea to assemble a party of followers, where before we might have only to contend with the one foe, we must now confront 5. And for all my preparation, I am still no more likely to be an asset to you than a hindrance. But perhaps that need not be the case. In discussing this grim reality with Miss Olvara while you were away, we hit upon a potential stratagem.
Recall you Randare's greatest strength and weakness, her preternatural hearing. We can be reasonably certain that Andrea is possessed of it as well. Therefore, if you were to fashion a device that could produce a loud noise at will, you could use it to secure an advantage in your battle.
Like, say, a gun? Like the one on my back? I'm sure that's plenty loud enough. What I lack in strength of arms, I may make up for with guile. While it will not guarantee us victory, it will surely bring us one step closer. Ah, another manservant. 1,000 pardons, Master Reek, but I am come to deliver a message from your Lord Father. What, Daddy actually noticed he was missing? Daddy, what does he want with me now?
It has come to your Lord Father's attention that you have acquitted yourself rather poorly as a bounty hunter and have brought terrible shame upon your family name. He commands you to cease all such activities at once and return to the city forthwith. Should you fail to do so, you will be stripped of your citizenship and family name. No further financial assistance will be provided.
Oh dear. Well, looks like you're going to be living in the Crystarium permanently now. You may tell my father and my mother the following: that I am Lurik, proud bounty hunter, slayer of sin eaters, that I have no intention of renouncing this cause, and that they are free to do as they deem fit. Tell them that if they have no son, then I have no parents, that I have no family save Miss Olvara, who has shown me more love than they ever have.
Very good, Master Reek. I shall deliver your reply to them at once.
Wow, Not even a show of emotion from this guy. Right, now that that's settled, we can get to work crafting that giant noisemaker of ours. Let us consult with the craftsman of the crystalline bean at once. Oh, a noisemaker, man, I'm sure they could do that easy.
I dare say you lit a fire in him, Dekumon. I never thought I'd see the day when he'd muster the courage to say anything like that to his parents, even if he didn't do it to their face.
My little boy is growing up. I don't think I've actually been over here in the mean before. Nor do I believe I've actually spoken to this character before. I mean, I know he's named, but I don't think I've actually spoken to him. Huh? What's all this then? You got something that needs making? Indeed I do, good sir. I wish to commission the production of a device that can generate a tremendously loud sound. It must be small and light enough to be carried by a single individual as well.
Ain't that one of the strangest requests I've heard?
Well, if it's just noise you want, then I bet we could make do with a special blend of fire sand.
Aye, I think I've got just a recipe for your needs. I'll need some choice ingredients, mind, and you'll need to go and fetch some for me.
Fetch? What precisely is it that you require?
Well, there's this one particular beastie native to Calusia what's called a singular diet, and leaves these massive dung piles. The fresher the better, if it please. A few varieties of grasses native to Raktika. Oh, and some iron ore from Amarang. I'd give you a list if you like.
Oh, to it. I will need to travel to the far corners of Novrad and back. Oh dear, this is rather more involved than I... No. No more excuses. I will do whatever must need to be done to see this through to the end. My friend, I will not impose these tasks upon you. Wait, seriously? I thought for sure I was gonna have to go get all these. I insist that you remain here while I go and fetch the required materials. Ain't that a fine change of pace? I just get to lounge around while someone else does all the heavy lifting? Man, I can't get this lucky normally. A chance to sit and relax and oh, you're back already. Oh, it was a series of surprisingly harrowing experiences. Oh, but in the end, I managed to obtain the materials necessary for the construction of my secret weapon. Oh god, I can't breathe. That gentleman was rather accommodating. Despite being somewhat put out that I had not had any guild to pay him for his labor, he was nevertheless willing to teach me how to craft the arrows myself. He said he found my industriousness endearing. I must confess, despite being utterly exhausted by all this busy work, it has been somewhat refreshing. And now that the noisemaker arrows are ready, I cannot wait to put them to the proof. If all goes to plan, the explosion should be loud enough to incapacitate Andrea for a time. Let us put an end to her tale, my friend, and in so doing write the opening of ours, that of Reek and Dekumon, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Come, Raktika and glory await. Now we can get some glory. And big surprise, it's a duty calls. If I make one small request before we begin, please, for the love of gods, please try not to succumb to any visions of people's pasts. This really could not be a worse time. Yeah, I think we can avoid that now. I've seen hers twice already. Of course, there's no guarantees here. All right, healer goes first. Well, are you still with me in the here and now? Excellent. Then we can attend to the task at hand without worry. Let us lay to rest our fellow hunters and grant Rendoray the peace a hero deserves. Here we go. All right. Gotta start taking out the small fry. Immaculate warrior, a healer, a knight, and a magus. Alright, good. That takes her out of contention while we deal with the small fry. Need to use my skills as often as possible. No, you stay away from my bowen. Wow, those are lingering. All right, healer's almost done. All right, healer's gone. Now for the mages. For you, a wildfire. Whew, that did a nice chunk of change. My drill and my air anchor are off cooldown. Oh, and I get to show this off finally, the automaton queen. Yep, my battery gauge is spent on getting me a mech. Gotta get closer. And then get out of that. Whoo, boy. Boy, there's a lot more involved than the last fight, that's for sure. Alright. And that drill's got a short cooldown. I need to use that often. My wildfire's not up yet, though. Wow, all those are him doing that? Jesus. I'm gonna have my mech up again here in a second. Yep. And a fresh boat of battery. There we go. And then there was the tank and the bard. All right, the knight's mine. Whew. Oh, that was a good wildfire. And that was a damn good drill. Oh God, nope, run! Oh, that's gonna be a short mech. I'm trying, I gotta get him further away. There we go. Oh, he stunned me. In the middle of my wildfire, no less. Oh, what a waste of a wildfire proc. Oh, my health bar. Oh shit, those are just all over the place. Almost got you. Yeah, good old big drill. All right, not this time. Hey. Oh shit, he got out of range. That's what it was. Woo, I was close to dying there. Now it's just Andrea. And perfect time for another mech. And just about time for another wildfire. That'll be good. Oh, hi, that's meant for me. That's Sagittarius arrows. We don't get hit by that. Whew, that was a good wildfire. Oh, air anchor. I gotta use air anchor. Hang on, I'm coming, buddy. She's down to 20%. We've almost got her, but my health bar is low. And that should do it. Oh. Second cardinal virtue down.
We won. Even seeing it and saying it hardly feels real.
And let me guess, yep. Another busted up crystal of light. Huh? What's that you've got there? Damn, that's bright.
Wicked white. Yo!
Yeah. Some fragment of her spirit.
Yo! Renda Ray! The real Renda Ray!
Not entirely, but close enough.
I should have never betrayed your trust. Never again, I swore. Never again. Balam Creeks, the Shadowkeeper, the Flood. Come what may, we would face it together. No matter how hard it got, or how terrified I was.
I'm half wondering if these crystals are the reasons why these cardinal virtues are as strong as they are.
That's what it means to let someone into your heart, knowing full well that nothing lasts forever. To welcome the fear and the pain, the sorrow. When I lost my parents, when we laid the Keeper low, you felt it too, didn't you? To place our faith in a desperate, hopeless attempt to save everyone, and to see it amount to naught in the end. What else could we do but offer up that tiny remainder in a final futile effort, even knowing deep down it was worth but a few moments more?
What is this? Some of her memories.
You gave me fear, and that fear gave me strength. Wait, there's so much I want to ask.
It's not her. It's not. It's just a recorded memory. It's an imprint, if anything. You know, the real Warriors of Light gave themselves to stop the flood. I don't understand. What was she talking about? Probably the time she came to try and kill all of us.
It's not right. It's not fair. Heroes sacrificing themselves for nothing. Becoming villains. Being forgotten.
Well, we can't all live forever. And we can't all be remembered forever.
Thank you, Dekumon. I could have never gotten this far without your help. I had no idea who Renda Ray or any of the other Warriors of Light truly were. It was all ancient history to me. Why would I care who some eaters once were? I was no better than my parents, judging them out of hand, dismissing the sacrifice, not bothering to look deeper. It made it all the easier to pursue Andrea for my own amusement. I pray I've made it up in part by helping to lay Renda Ray's soul to rest. Miss Olvira is probably worried sick about us both. We should return to Calusia and let her know we're all right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
My little Reek, Dekumon, congratulations on a job well done. And from one hunter to another, thank you for helping Renda Ray to achieve a measure of peace. She was a hero to me too, and it broke my heart to know what had become of her. To have your legacy tarnished so, to have all the world call you villain, even still. But at least I can take comfort in knowing she can finally enjoy a long rest. Whatever others may say, we will preserve the truth in story and song. Renda Ray, the bravest hunter there ever was, and more importantly, a true friend to those she held dear. I can only hope to measure up to her example someday. For now, however, I say we return to the Crystarium and raise a glass in celebration.
Hear, hear.
Andrea's bounty has been paid to us in full, my friend. So come, let us eat, drink, and be merry.
or just sit and relax.
I've been meaning to ask, Dekumon, but I have the impression you are rather more acquainted with these warriors of light than you've been letting on. What exactly do you know about them?
Oh, can I tell some tales? And apparently I am gonna tell some tales. Several, in fact. Oh good, we did finish the turkey. I was worried that was gonna get cold. Man, we're just gonna gab the night away here.
That is so preposterous a tale that I have no choice but to assume it's true. Offering up their lives, first across the rift, then to halt the flood. A wicked wight. It must have taken her so much courage to see it through in those final moments. A courage born not of a desire for glory or dedication to an ideal, but of fear and love for those with whom she had forged unshakable bonds, her comrades. I won't pretend that we have anything even approaching such a powerful connection, but I would like to think if you were in mortal peril, that I would fly to your side without hesitation. Having said that, if I were tested as Renda Ray were, if I were challenged to offer up my life for others, without even knowing if it would amount to aught, I doubt I could rise to that occasion. I'm a child and a fool who knows little of the world. I've been coddled and spoiled, and have only just tasted the bitter fruits of life that you and countless others sup on daily. You are made of sterner stuff, Dekumon, far sterner than me, and that is why I know I can never walk your path.
Do you wish you could? No shame in that. Oh. Man, seriously, there's no shame in that.
Oh, but there is! I cannot recall a time I felt happier and more alive than when I have traveled with you. But you have countless other journeys ahead of you, don't you? For you are destined for greater challenges, whereas I am suited to rather more pedestrian affairs. Know your limits, as Miss Olvara used to say. Meeting her again after all these years, seeing how much older and more frail she'd become, made me realize how little time together we have left. She shouldn't have to live out her days living alone and in squalor. I've decided it will not be so. I shall return to Calusia and attend to her needs, for I would do my utmost to repay the love and kindness that made me the man I am today.
Good on ya. I mean, personally, I'd get her out of Gate Town as fast as possible, but that's me.
Therefore, though it pains me to say it, I fear this celebration must also mark the end, or at the very least a tentative suspension, of the glorious partnership that was Reek and Dekumon, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Should you ever find yourself in Calusia, however, do come and pay us a visit.
I can do that, because I'm sure we'll see you again at least once more. Well, that was a fun little quest line. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this one. Man, these role quest episodes are gonna run long, so I apologize for that. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more adventures in Novrot. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.